Hey everybody, welcome back. We're already at round 10 of my playthrough of Eldritch Horror and its expansion, Mountains of Madness. Okay, so I think we're getting close to the finish of this game and not sure if it's going to be a good one or a bad one, because we have Doom at 3, but we also have the last mystery card with 2 of the 3 needed clue tokens. So things might work out, but Patrice, she's not looking very good. George Barnaby is almost insane. The only one going really strong is Mark, and Mark is surrounded by all these clue tokens and he just needs one of those. So let's hope he survives this until he gets that one clue token he needs. Okay, but first of all we start with George over there, and he's in Tokyo, where he sadly failed, well, multiple times closing that gate. And well, he really should rest. So he does a rest action which gives him 1 health and 1 sanity, and that means also that this tome triggers. So when he performs a rest action, he may test his lore, and if he passes, he gets a spell. He's got lore of 3. So let's see if we can get George a spell. No, we can't. So that's very simple. We just can't. Okay. So for his second action, well, is he going to stay there? That's the big question. I think he is. He's going to try again to close that gate, and he's going to do buy some assets, or not. Oh, just a second. Last time I gave him a bank loan. I forgot to take this debt condition. So just a second. So sorry about that. I forgot it last round. He took a bank loan to buy some things, and that means of course he's got a debt condition. So instead of buying something, he will do this influence test, this local action, to try to get rid of this debt condition, which is actually exactly the same thing as his own possible action. But well, let's do this. So influence, he's got 4, so he gets to roll 4 dice. Come on, it's been a while since I rolled a success. So let's see if we can. Yeah, okay, now we roll 3 successes. Okay, which is good, of course. So this debt condition is already gone. And that were the 2 actions of George. Then over to Mark, who does not have to fight any cultists this time, is on a wilderness space. Okay, so I think he's quite good over there, so he will do a rest action again, which gives him 1 more health, goes back to 6, and 1 more sanity, which gets him back to full 4. And then as a second action, he is going to use his Serpent Crown. He can test his will -1, and if he passes, he can spend 1 of those sanity again to get a random ally asset. So let's do that. First of all, willpower 4, so that means 4 dice. These wonderful blue dice, which helped me a lot this game. And yeah, he's got 2 successes, so he can spend 1 sanity and gain 1 random ally asset. Let's take it. Okay, Mark gained a private investigator, which gives him +1 observation, and he gets a reroll when doing an observation test, which is really nice. So that's not bad. Then he rests and he did the action, so he's done for this turn. Then we go over to Patrice. Well, first I wanted to go over there to space 8, but now ta-da, this clue spawned right next to her. So she might rest, and I think she will. So first of all, she's going to rest again, so trying to get some more health and some more sanity. Okay, that's looking a little bit better already. And as a second action, she is moving here. It's on a city space with a clue. And then we go back to George. George, come on guy, this is the 4th time I think you're trying to close a gate. Let's do it. You're going to the underworld. You find yourself surrounded by ghouls, however they don't seem to be antagonistic toward you. In fact, you believe you could persuade them to help you. Okay, an influence test, which should be good news. So, he's got an influence of 4, so he's got 4 dice to get this influence test successful. Yeah, I see 2 successes. That's good. So, let's see. The ghouls direct you into the Tower of Cod in the city of the Gugs. As you ascend the tower stairs, an enormous Gug chases after you. The sound of the monstrosity rattles your nerves. I have to do a will test, and if I pass I can close this gate. If I don't pass, I lose 1 sanity. So, let's see if we can pass. Willpower, I've got a will of 3. So, 3 dice, 1 success, come on. Yes, I do it. Yeah, okay. So, George closes the gate in Tokyo. Finally, I must say. Okay, let's put it away. And then we're going to go to Mark. And Mark, he's going to try to get a clue, of course. So let's take this card. He's in the wilderness. Taking a deep drink from the stream, you realize the water is having a strange effect on you. If you have a poison condition, lose 1 health and 1 sanity. Okay, so we don't have a poison condition, thank you. You search the area, observation -1. Okay, so if we pass, you discover the stone statue of Yig submerged just beneath the water surface, gain its clue. So an observation -1, which means we only get 1 die, but 1 blessed die. So this is the die that might do it all. Let's see. Okay, we fail. So okay, let's see. I think I'm going to spend a clue token to reroll this 1 die. And now we did it. We've got a 5. That means he gets a clue. And he can put it right over there. And that means at the end of the mythos phase, we solve the mystery. But we still have to survive the mythos phase. And we have to see if Patrice survives this clue search. So also getting a clue in the city. And one of the children of Yig has been tracking you. You suspect the best way to catch a creature is to let it catch you before it leaves the city. You may spend 2 health to allow yourself to be captured. If you spend the health, you overpower the creature, gain this clue. If you don't spend the health, move this clue to the nearest expedition space. Well, she could afford... Oh, sorry. She can afford 2 health, but brings her down to 1. We don't really need the clue anymore. So, I think I will move the clue to the closest expedition space, which is right there with Mark. And then we go to the last, hopefully last mythos phase, where we advance Doom by 1. Oh, this is still exciting, because it goes to green, and we still have 1 green gate at Tunguska, and that means we have to advance Doom to 2. So if by any chance things still go farther than that, we still might lose this game, or at least trigger the end effect of Yig. Okay, then we are going to do this reckoning again. Okay, in the reckoning we first do the monsters, so we still have this Dark Young there, which gives 1 more Doom when rolling a 1 or a 2. So let's hope we roll a 6. Yeah, great. Okay, so nothing happens there. And well, he activates as well this charm, and he discards the nearest clue. That means this clue goes away. And then we go over to Yig. He again spawns a cultist right where Mark is. It might be the last of the cultists in this game. And then we go to this rumor, and we have to count how many gates we have on the board. We have 2 at this moment, which is not that much, so we have to discard one of these tokens. Okay, and then we go to our positions, and we do not have any much more positions. We have one here. We have the Serpent Crown, which we have to discard an ally for, so we already lose our Private Investigator. Then we have the Hyperborean Crystal right over there, and that gives us a spell, and this time we get a banishment spell. Okay, so that's quite nice. Those were the items. Then we go to our conditions. Well, Mark still cannot get disadvantage of his funding because he's not on a city space, and let's see if he's still blessed after this round. So no 1s or 2s, please. Okay, he rolls a 4, so he's still blessed, and that brings us to the end of the reckoning, and we have to spawn a new gate, which is at the plateau of Leng, so right over there. Let's spawn a new creature for this. It's the color Out of Space, and he has this green symbol again, which means something happens when it's spawned. It moves to Tunguska. Alright, so we have this new monster on the board in Tunguska. There we go, together with the deep one, they can become really good friends. And then we have this last Mythos card. Well, or isn't it the last one? Let's see. A cold bitter wind howls to the streets, and people everywhere cling their fires and blankets. The chill has settled in your bones, and there is no warmth to be found. Tide of Despair. Each investigator loses 2 health and 2 sanity unless he discards a blessed condition. Okay. So, 2 health and 2 sanity. Well, this is not good, but I think we still win the game. But George, here, our lead investigator, the man who did so much for us, has no blessed condition. So he loses 2 health, but also 2 sanity. So that would mean, or that means, George, who is right in Tokyo, he's insane. So we put him down there, and we put this sanity token there to indicate he had become insane. We could still visit him in the future, but it won't be necessary. But still, this means also that Doom advances by 1. Yes, by 1, which means we are at 1, and we have to give this lead investigator token to someone else. So I think we put Mark in charge. All these things here from George. Are put aside on his card. Then we have Mark, who will not, I repeat, will not lose his blessed condition for anyone. He's going to take the damage also, 2 health and 2 sanity, just because he can. And then Patrice, she loses 2 health and 2 sanity, but she survives, thank God for her rest actions. Okay, so that was our Mythos phase. And let's see to this card. At the end of the mythos phase, if there are clues on this card equal to the number of investigators, solve this mystery. So, we solve the migration of the serpents, which means we have solved 3 mythos cards, 3 mysteries. And look, when 3 mysteries have been solved, investigators win the game. Wow, okay guys, it took 10 rounds, Doom advanced by 9, we end this game on the number 1 spot there. It was so close, it was very, well, things were going so well, and still this game, we barely made it, and I think we have most of it to thank to Mr. George Harrigan and to his, I don't know, he's got to be religious or something, because this blessed condition, this one saved the game. Yeah, this saved the world. Yeah, I have no doubts about it. Okay, so this means I've done 11 videos for this run through, and if you watched all of them or some of them, I thank you so much. I had about 100-150 views on each video while recording this one, and that means so much to me. I gained quite some subscribers on YouTube. It's not that much already, but still I think it's unbelievable that I can get people to subscribe to my channel, to get them interested in what I'm doing, and really I thank you for that. Really grateful for it. I will be doing more playthroughs, still doubting on my next one. So maybe I do a poll on Board Game Geek to see what I will be doing. Next time I think I will be doing a small one, but I've got still some more games planned to do for you. So thank you for watching. Still feel free to subscribe, to comment, to like this video. And well, guys, see you all in the future. This was Kurt, aka the Vitruvian Gamer, which is Eldritch Horror Playthrough. Thanks so much. Bye bye.